Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is October 24, 2021. I want to talk about top stock to the heavy short ratio. So with that, let's get started. Let's start with a quick market update and let's look at top stock to the heavy short ratio and let's look at rule of 40 where we have sales growth and gross margin greater than 40%. Then let's look at better way to grow your portfolio safely. This is rule of 40 plus positive net margin. And let's end with the best way to grow your portfolio, rule of 40, positive net margin, and low debt. So with that, let's get a quick market update for Thinkerswim from TD Ameritrade. So let's jump in here and look at a quick market update. As you can see here, S&P 500 is at the top here, almost at the top. We have to be careful here. We had a couple of great days in S&P 500. So I think we got to be selective and buy quality stocks here. And as you look through NASDAQ here, NASDAQ is doing great as you can see here. Little bit weak compared to S&P 500. We can buy some good quality names. I like to slowly buy and accumulate names like Snap, Facebook, Twitter due to this social media issues and slowly accumulate. Then as you look through Dow Jones Industrial Average here, this is a rocket ship. It's at the record high here. We gotta be careful and buy only quality stocks and don't chase the stocks at the top here. And then you got Russell 2000 here. Russell 2000 is a little weak as you can see here. We had a little bit down day on Friday. Normally Russell 2000 down day on Friday indicates there may be a lower opening on Monday for broader averages. Typically it's a leading indicator. Let's trade carefully here and go from there. Now let's look into bond market. Typically bond market is much bigger than stock market and stock market gets Q from bond market. As you look through here, bonds have done nicely on Friday. That's why stock market is thinking where to go. We will be watching this carefully. Look here, bonds went up. That's why stock market came down. Now bond is starting to go up. If this continues for a couple days, stock market also will take a breather and go down slowly. And then as you look through here, interest rates are a little bit dropping down here. That's a good news. As a bond go up here, interest rate comes down. So let's watch and see how this plays out. Interest rate going down, it's just one day here. Can be a issue for some of the bank stocks here. We'll see how it goes. Overall interest rates are going higher as you can see here. So that's why it's not so great news for growth stocks and bank stocks especially. And now let's look at crude oil here. Crude oil is a rocket ship as you can see here, doing great. I think we should buy quality stocks and don't chase crude oil at the top here. Crude oil generally sucks everybody in and burns them later. So we got to be careful with crude oil here. And gold, as you can look through here, gold is doing great here. Look at this candle here. So gold typically it went so high and closed lower. So that's why we got to be careful with gold here. I would like to buy gold on the down days like these and accumulate slowly. It's a good hedging opportunity for your portfolio. So with that, let's jump back into the slide and look at quick stock market news here when it comes to heavy short ratio stocks. So with that, here we got quick market update, latest meme stock in the Trump SPAC wave here, Digital World Acquisition or DWAC, and also Funware. Both these stocks have gone up drastically. We should be a little bit careful here. I like to buy when there is a nice low RSI. So this is I think we can wait on these things. No need to rush in. And then you got Facebook here. Facebook is hit with the barrage of reports here and news from the outlets around the whistleblower documents here. On the Facebook, and I'm a believer, I'll be buying slowly. I know Facebook is bad for many of the teenagers who are glued to it, but from a business perspective and from a stock perspective, it may be okay to slowly buy into this weakness. Facebook always shows some strength after a series of bad news. And Dow Jones closes at the record close here. we got to be careful here to buy at the top here. Let's look at quality stocks and buy those. And we got here quick lightning growth stocks here. We got Moderna, Workhorse, and Riot Blockchain. I like all three of these. I've been accumulating them on the down days. And then we got here two companies for next short squeeze, Smile Direct and AXDX. I think both of these will work here. I like to buy these on down days. And then we got best Chinese stocks here. We got DD, Billy, and PDD. All these work here. Some of these have gone higher of late. I would wait for a little pullback here. And then we got here EV charging place here, ChargePoint and Blink. This analyst prefers ChargePoint. I like both of these stocks here. Blink especially has pulled back drastically. You could look at that one too. And then we got here Novavax and Oxygen. Novavax is a better pick according to this analyst here. I think both work here. I like to buy these when they're down and wait for a short squeeze. Both give opportunity for a nice short squeeze. And then we got online brokers here, Futu, Up Fintech here, or TIGR. Both of these respond to the regulations in the Chinese government here. I think both work here. Both are down. I like to buy these at these levels here and accumulate. And then you got Beyond Meat here. Beyond Meat, as you can see here, they had some issue around the revenue outlook here, causing the share to drop. I'm slowly accumulating it. There are challenges in this cohort with the supply chain shortages and increased labor price, and also issues with the logistics. I would be buying some of these stocks slowly, taking advantage of this downturn. And then you got BIT Mining here, BTCM. They increased the investment in the Ohio cryptocurrency mining here. I like BIT Mining here. I've been slowly accumulating this on down days. I think it's a good one here. And then you got Morgan Stanley, bearish on home furnishing names like Bed Bath and Beyond and Wayfair. I like both of these names here. I've been buying them slowly, but understand supply chain issues can persist a little longer. You might have to slowly accumulate. Don't be in a hurry. So with that, let's look at the list here and look at the sector analysis first here. As you look through here, we got all the major ETFs here, starting from S&P 500, EEM, which is emerging markets, QQQ, IWM, and so on and so forth. As you look through here, most of these top indices are doing very nicely, almost at the top here, near 52-week high, as you can see here. But if you were to pick and choose, you could look at EEM here. It's down 10% from 52-week high. You could slowly accumulate. As you look through here, RSI is 58, still high, but you could slowly accumulate. But on the other hand, you could look at sectors like XLP here. It's 54 is the RSI. You could still buy XLP, consumer staples, and you could still buy ETFs like XLC. This is where we got stocks like Facebook, Twitter, and Snap. So you could buy XLC at these levels, given a little bit lower RSI, as well as home builders here, a little bit lower RSI. And look at the stocks where ETFs where they have gone up significantly, like financials. It's a rocket ship after the earnings of big banks here, and XLE or energy and the oil, they're also rocket ship here. And precious metals have made a nice comeback here, so I would wait a little bit and buy these also. Right now, precious metals also has a lower RSI, as you can see here. You could slowly buy some of the good names here and take it from there. So with that, now let's jump in and look at top stocks with the heavy short ratio. So this list is really all the stocks with the heavy short ratio here. As you look through, we got AGC altimeter at the top here. Nice short ratio, 43%. Look here, institutions are buying. If you're a contrarian, you could buy some AGC here, take advantage of this short squeeze situation here. Understand there is no sales at this point. That's why you got to be a contrarian here, and you could buy this and take advantage. Stock is already making its way higher. Only reason I would not go with this at this time is it's a little higher RSI for me. I would be skipping this one. As you look through, we got few more like Workhorse, GOTU, SDC. Workhorse, as you can look through here, very low RSI. You could buy this one. It's trying to make it turn around here in 10 days. And GoTo had a nice move, as you can see here, 36% up in 1 month. You could still buy GoTo on the down days here. RSI is a little high for me. And then you can look through Smile Direct. Smile Direct, as you can look through, a lower RSI 49, and you could still buy this one and hold it for a while. So you could go through this list here. This is a list of all heavily shorted stocks. Pay attention to the names where I got a green highlight here. That indicates these have got nice sales growth, also nice gross margin. Those are the better candidates here. But you could also look at the turnaround names. As you look through here, 1 day and 5 day, look at the names where they're turning around, like GoTo turning around here. Little high RSI, you could buy selectively, limited, not too much. As you look through here, we got names like LPTX trying to turn around. As you can see here, you could buy that one too. And look here, we got HRTX Heron, one of my favorite trading plays here. This is also trying to turn around. You could buy that one too. On the other hand, PBTS has had a nice move here. I would wait a little bit on the PBTS here. But as you look through, we got few more names. We got Best here, had a nice move here. I would not buy Best at these levels, given RSI a little higher, 71. So that's how you could look through here. I love names like Lemonade here right now. Right now, as you can see here, low RSI and stock has been dropping. It's an artificial intelligence based insurance play. I love this one here. And you could look at names like FUV here. This also goes up and down dramatically. You could slowly buy and hold it for a while. Now let's look at next list here with the continuation. This is a list of all stocks with a heavy short ratio, as you can see here, starting with 28 here. As you look through here, we got Oxygen, one of the famous meme stock here, $8. As you look through, Oxygen had a nice move in 10 day and 1 month. Right now RSI is a little higher. You could wait for a little while. On the other hand, Canoe, you could still buy a little bit. RSI is 53. You could still buy and go from there. And we got few more. I like stocks like TIGR here and Beyond Meat. You could buy slowly and take advantage. TIGR, they provide the information to Chinese regulators. I think that should slowly start going higher. As you look through, TIGR RSI is 37, tells you it's oversold at these levels. And as you look through, I also like stocks like Lucid here. It's supposed to be a Tesla killer, but off late it's not done great. You could buy some Lucid and hold it for a while. And we got few more here. I like stocks like BTCM here. Again, a great Bitcoin mining play here. And as you look through, I also like some of these stocks like GoodRx. It's made a nice move already. I think right now it's good to wait on the GoodRx, but generally I like to buy some of these turnaround candidates. As you look through in 1 day and 5 day, if you see small turnaround like Lucid here, small turnaround, you could buy that one. And if you look through here, we got one more Root trying to turn around slowly, as well as Vibo, same story here. And we got a couple more like Dix, as well as let's see here, this is Hyliion. You could do that one too. That's how I kind of figure out what to buy. Even Valorant works here. I love this stock too, right? It's trying to turn around in 10 days. That also works here. So with that, next let's look at a better way to grow your portfolio. This is where we look at sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40%, also called as rule of 40, and low RSI. This is a little bit better way for you who really want a sales growth. Otherwise, you're not so comfortable in investing. So with that, this list filters down some of the names where we don't have sales growth. See here, nice quarter over quarter sales growth, nice gross margin. So Typically I like to look at this list because it gives me some more confidence that these companies have got sales growth and I could invest in them a little more safely. So here we got the list. We got GOTU at the top here, and SDC, ATER, and so on and so forth. Look here, RSI levels are all below 55. This is where they're in a nice entry position here. Lower the better typically. So you could look at names like Smile Direct, ATER, lower RSI levels here. You could invest them safely given there is a nice sales growth and gross margin. And I love names like TIGR, even Beyond Meat, slowly accumulating. BTCM works here. As you look through, these are all great names here. Even Shui, great name here. Riot blockchain had been accumulating. So all this work here, keep watching what's happening in the 1 day and 5 day. Some of these are turning around, like GoTo here, and even the one here, Dick's Sporting Goods. These are the turnaround candidates. Even Kala, you could slowly invest in them, take advantage of this upturn here or a turnaround. Even Chewy, as you can see here, trying to turn around, as well as Sirius XM. So that's how I would invest in these names here and go from there. And we got continuation here, few more stocks in the same category. High short ratio, nice sales growth, and gross margin satisfies rule of 40. Some names like United States Steel here or X, they've gone up significantly, as you can see here. I would wait for a little pullback. It's okay to buy a little bit, as RSI is still low, but understand stock has gone up here. As you look through here, we got great names like HIMX, Stitch Fix, NVTA, one of my favorite stock here, and we got a few more here. As you look through here, you could look at these names here. Pay attention to how the stock is doing in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. If you see a small turnaround, you could slowly accumulate and go from there. As an example, here we got GNUS here, $1 stock here, trying to turn around. You could slowly buy that one. As you look through, we got a few more names here. HIMAX trying to turn around here, and we got Stitch Fix, same story, trying to turn around. You could look at such names where there is a small turnaround in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. Those are the turnaround candidates. So let's look at one more list here. This is the better way to grow your portfolio. Here we even whittle down and filter it further. This is where sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40% and low RSI and also net margin greater than 0. These companies are making money now. These are not money losing business. That's why we can even invest with little more conviction here. So as you look through here at the top, we got TIGR, Chinese fintech play, online broker here. Look here, net margin positive here. Dick's Sporting Goods making money now, and we got Chewy making money, and so on and so forth. So this is a little more better way to invest. So that way these companies are solvent. They're not money losing business. As you look through here, we got names like Chewy here, Riot blockchain, HIMAX, and as you look through here, we got a few more. Penn National also works. Magnite works here. You could look at some of these names and buy safely, and keep watching what's going on in the near term, 1 day, 10 day. If the stock has done a great move like Cleveland Cliffs here, wait a little bit, no need to rush in. But if the stock is making a small turnaround, you could go along and buy some and take it from there. All these have got low RSI. Stocks have been beaten down. Next, let's look at one more list here. It's a continuation. Great stocks you can take advantage. Rule of 40, net margin greater than 0. These companies are making money and low RSI. As you look through here, I love names like PAGS here, Brazilian-based fintech play, also online shopping place. Stock is clobbered here. You could take advantage and buy some PAGS here and go from there. Keep watching IV percentile for you who want to buy or sell put options. This is a good one to sell some put option here. High IV percentile. As you look through here, I love names like BT, Whirlpool also works here, and we got names like Western Union, I love Growth Generation and Callaway Golf, both work here. There are more and more people playing golf of late. I think ELY beaten down at this time. You could buy some ELY here, and also Growth Generation. As you look through, keep watching what's going on in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. Some of these names are turning around, like WETF, a little company here, $5. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin. Companies making money is turning around. So you could buy such names here and take advantage. And keep watching here. We got a few more with the turnaround names. We got Gap, Pags turning around here, and even this one here, Nielsen turning around. You could take advantage and buy some of those names here. They work very well. Next, let's look at the best of the best here. These are the best way to grow your portfolio safely. We got sales growth, we have gross margin, combination greater than 40%, rule of 40 satisfied, net margin greater than 0, and low debt, and also low RSI. These are the safest stocks you could slowly invest in, given they're down at this time. These companies have got nice sales growth, nice gross margin. Also, companies make money. That's why nice net margin here, and low debt. You can see here debt is lower than 0.5 year debt to equity ratio. These are stronger candidates. No surprise here. Keep watching the short ratio. Short ratio is not huge for this because short sellers are afraid of these names. These can turn around on short sellers and cause issues to them. That's why short ratio is not too high for these. But stocks at the top here, you can still buy them given there is a significantly higher short ratio. And also low RSI, as you can see here. I love all these names here. I like TIGR, Riot, HIMX. I've been investing in the PAGs of late. BT is one of my favorite way to play when crypto makes some big bad news. Buy some BT, Riot, and Marathon. And then you got Growth Generation. Right now it's clobbered here. You could buy some Growth Generation. You should see a nice turnaround here. And I also love stocks like Bionano. I've been investing in that one too. And you could look at stock like Cerner. That also works here. So with that, this is the better way to invest your portfolio, and these stocks will give you great returns. Next, let's look at continuation here. Keep watching short ratio now. Short ratio has dropped significantly. Right now, it's almost like it's immaterial here. But we are getting great companies here which are clobbered, like Insight, one of my favorite play here in the biotech area. Stock is trying to turn around. You could invest in names like INSEE here, and you could also look at Skyworks, one of my favorite here. Skyworks, as you look through here, RSI is 52. You could invest slowly and take it from there. And look here, we got Facebook here, Monster Beverage, one of my favorite stock, even PayPal, Fidelity, all good names here. And option sellers, keep watching IV percentile here. Stocks like Insight, you could sell some put options beneath the stock price here, make some money that way too. So with that, from an entry point perspective, always watch RSI. When the RSI is hot, say above 55 or so, wait for a little bit. There is always a pullback, and if the RSI is going higher, don't buy and chase the stock at that time. Instead, look for an exit position there. Unless you want to be a long-term investor holding the stock for a long time, you could still hold above RSI 60. Next, what we'll do is we'll go to Thinkerswim platform and look at few stocks and see how to make sense out of these stocks and when to buy. So with that, let's jump in here and look at Thinkerswim here and look at a few names. So let me quickly go here and go to a 1.5 1 year chart here and look at TIGR. TIGR is one of my favorite plays. Stock has been dropping of late, as you can see here. Very good drop here. And as you look through here, let me make it a little bigger so that we can look through. As you look through here, right now, from a momentum perspective, it's slowly increasing. That's why RSI is slowly trying to go higher. IV percentile is a little high, not too high, but a little high. No need to be concerned here, because stock has been going up and down. The moment you see stock going up and down a little drastic, a little more, that's when the IV percentile goes higher and implied volatility also goes higher. If the stock is making a straight line in the trading range, then you will see lower IV percentile. As you look through here from a DMI chart perspective, right now it's a bearish play, but red line wants to come down, blue line wants to go higher. Anytime this can turn into a bullish bias here, where the blue line might cross over the red line. That's a bullish crossover. That's why this one is right now bearish, but it might turn into a bullish crossover. That's why I like to buy slowly and invest in such companies. And then we got on the balance volume. Right now it's trying to go higher here. After a drop like this, on the balance volume drops. There is a huge news in the Chinese media about TIGR and Futu and the issue on the privacy. That's why stock dropped. Right now it's trying, on the balance volume is trying to go higher, and the smart money is flowing into the stock right now. That's why I like to take advantage and buy some TIGR at these levels and go from there. Next, let's look at one more or a couple more. Let's look at Riot blockchain, ticker symbol RIOT. As you look through here, this stock has done nothing for a while. And you can see that by IV percentile here, very low here, and also volatility is almost nothing here. When the stock does not move too much, volatility drops. That's what's going on here. And look here, we got here a negative crossover in the bearish crossover in the works here. That tells you Riot blockchain stock can go a little more lower here. That's why this DMI chart is telling you there may be a negative or a bearish crossover here. In those type of scenarios, I like to buy slowly. As you can see here, on the balance volume is on the rise here. Check-in money flow has been increasing of late, even though there is a small drop here. In such names, I'm slowly buying them and accumulating. And in no time, this whole volatility here, it cannot stay like this. It has to, improve. It has to increase. That's why I like to buy these names here and accumulate slowly. And then let's look at BTCM here. BTCM is another Bitcoin mining play here. This one, as you look through here, it's got a little bit higher IV percentile compared to Riot blockchain, but almost not too much at all. And momentum is pretty steady here from an RSI perspective. Look here, on the balance volume is increasing. That's a good sign. Check-in money flow is increasing. That's also a good sign. And the DMI chart, this is telling us there may be some more down days. As you see here, this is also looking for a bearish crossover. The red line wants to cross over the blue line. So understand that maybe one or two more, couple more down days here, but not generally it's a good time to invest and accumulate BTCM also. Let's look at Lemonade here, one of my favorite stock here. As you look through Lemonade here, it's again, stock is not doing much, as you can see here, indicated by lower RSI and implied wall here. And as you look through, this one is also bearish right now. Red line on top, blue line on the bottom. Red line wants to go higher, blue line wants to go lower. There's a little bit bearish type sentiment right now. On the balance volume is pretty stable, steady. Check-in money flow wants to go higher, indicating smart money is buying Lemonade. With that, I'm a buyer of Lemonade at these levels and I'm accumulating. Next, let's look at the Blink. Blink is again a charging EV charging play. As you look through Blink here, so stock is doing nothing of late, as you can see here, indicated by low IV percentile and low implied volatility. And this one, I think it's trying to decide where to go. As you see here in the DMI chart, this may be a scenario where there may be a bullish crossover as you go forward. Too close to call here because the red line and blue line, they're together so closely. But generally, I can see probably a bullish crossover as you go forward, but too early to call. Look here, nice on the balance volume. So people are buying this stock and accumulating. And check-in money flow is nothing great. It's downward here, but that typically happens when the stock goes down. So I'm buying this and accumulating slowly and going from there. Next, let's look at one more here. One of my favorite plays. It's a Brazil-based fintech play here, and also online shopping. PAGs, PAGs, as you look through here, IV percentile is 50, pretty high. And as you look through, stock is clobbered, has been clobbered here. There is high inflation in Brazil, and there is also a competitor who went IPO, I think last month. That's why stock got clobbered here. Brazil is still in a little difficult financial situation when it comes to inflation. As you look through here, RSI is improving, and as you look through here, high volatility, you could still sell some put option under the stock price and make some good money here. And as you look through here from a DMI perspective, it's bearish. We might have one or two, couple more down days here, indicated by red line wants to go higher, blue line wants to go lower. And as you look through here on the balance volume, it's indicating smart money is flowing into the stock right now. A little bit downturn off late, but I would, I think it's generally in a positive direction. And check-in money flow is also now flowing into the stock here. Smart money is flowing into the stock. So with that, I would buy some PAGs here and take advantage and buy this great company from Brazil and go from there. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.